94.3 WYBC, the rhythm of the city. I'm Darryl Huckaby with DD in the morning. As you know, we always keep you connected to what's happening in the community, especially when it comes to our youth and education. We have a very special guest joining us to talk about a competition that is awarding kids up to $20,000 to further their education. His name is Erick Russell. He's the state treasurer for Connecticut. Good morning, Erick. How are you?
Darryl, good morning. It's great to be with you.
Glad to have you on to talk about this important competition. Want to make sure everybody is aware so that they can take advantage. First of all, let's start with CHET 529. A lot of people hear that, and you guys have graciously been a sponsor of our back to school rally in past years. So we thank you for that. But when it comes to CHET 529, what is that exactly for those that may not know?
Sure, Darryl. So as state treasurer, I serve as the trustee for our CHET 529 college savings program. And this is our Connecticut Higher Education Trust, which allows families to save for education. And obviously, we know that the cost of education has continued to increase. It's been more unattainable for many families. And through this program, it allows families to save early at a tax advantage basis. And then the money that they put in is invested. And so that money grows over the life of their child. And then when that individual is ready to go to whether it's college or vocational school or any type of additional education, they can access those funds for qualifying expenses and, again, don't have to pay taxes on the growth that has occurred through that fund. So we really just want to get the word out, getting people to think about saving for college earlier and making it more attainable, knowing how big a challenge it is for so many families.
It's better to plan ahead for that than think about that last minute with costs being so high. So how do people get involved with the program?
Yeah, so there's a website called aboutchet.com that you can get information around how to start an account. You know, one thing that I always encourage people to do, particularly for new parents, is we have a portion of the program that's called Baby Scholars. So if an individual starts a new CHET account for a loved one within the first year of that child's birth, there's automatically $100 that's contributed to that account on behalf of that child. It also works within the first year of adoption of a child. But you can go and get information all about the program on that website. And again, the biggest thing from our perspective is it's never too early to start saving, but it's also never too late. And so just starting an account really goes a long way.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about the Drink Big competition that's going on right now. And the deadline for that is November 5th. So we want to make sure that everybody is aware and what exactly it is and how to apply for that.
Yeah, so CHET Dream Big is a huge opportunity. And we do this program every year. Usually launches in August and the program ends again in early November as we're approaching the deadline here. But through this program, we give out $350,000 in scholarships that are contributed to children's CHET accounts in Connecticut. And so any Connecticut student between kindergarten and 12th grade is eligible to enter into this competition. And what we do is we have different prompts or questions depending on the grade that child is in. And they can respond, oftentimes it's focused on, what your dream is or how you envision the future or what do you want to contribute in the future. And students can enter in by writing an essay or doing a drawing or a painting or a video responding to that prompt. And our top prizes are $20,000 that can be contributed to kickstart those accounts. But again, students, we give out a number of $5,000 scholarships, a number of $500 scholarships that could be contributed directly to those accounts for a child's future education.
Any amount can go a long way for families and kids.
That's absolutely true.
Now, how do they apply?
Yeah, so the website is chetdreambig.com. So individuals can go on those websites, one, to get more information just around the rules and qualifications for the competition, but you also can enter into the competition directly through that website. And so we certainly are encouraging folks to go. The other benefit, and this is why we've done a lot of partnerships with schools and teachers, is that every school that has a child that enters into the competition is automatically entered into a raffle where we will then randomly select 10 schools who have students participating in the program. And those 10 schools will end up getting $5,000 of technology prize money that they can use to put into the school for new technology to help build out those classrooms. But, so for families, it's going to chetdreambig.com, getting more information, and again, being able to enter there. And understanding you can enter this competition every year. So this is not necessarily just a one-time thing.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you once again for joining us. And the deadline for that is November 5th, correct?
That's correct. November 5th will be the last day to enter into the competition. So we're encouraging everyone to participate.
Absolutely. And thank you once again for being a sponsor of our back to school rally in the summer.
Always happy to. Thanks for all the work that you're doing, really getting the word out to the community and being a great partner.
All right. Erick Russell, State Treasurer for the state of Connecticut. CHETdreambig.com. The deadline, November 5th. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Darryl.
All right. I'm Darryl Huckaby with DD in the Morning on 94.3 WYBC, always keeping you connected to what's happening in our community.